thought I forget things.
Well, we're live. We're here. We are back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to whatever this is. We're doing a thing. This stuff is going on. Hey, Alfie, the blue. Don't have to call you psycho or blonde. But thank you for subbing with Prime. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Um, Ryan, you sexy devil, you're here as well. Scott, excellent. Always good to see you. Mr. Bolam, sir. Hope you're good. Beth, I hope everybody is wonderful. I am. And Salt may want to go up in volume a touch. Let's just turn me up to full, and you lot can deal with it. Um, so
We just have rolling in, so suddenly if I go quiet, it'll be me diving for a window.
yeah. So I apologies for not streaming last week. I started my new job, so I've had a week of a lot of exercise, lots of riding to and from work. So I was knackered. Did stream on
Yeah,
Friday,
sure.
mainly because I was quite tired. On Thursday, I got hit by a car. Not very hard, but it was hard enough to leave me in hospital with a suspected broken hand. I need to wait for the swelling to go down. I'm rocking it. Um, but today was the first day I actually felt, getting into the swing of things. So I wanted to come back and stream. Was determined to. Um, is the car okay? Yeah, the car's fine. The car's totally fine. The car's totally fine. I did check as well because I was worried it was Beth in her new car. So, that's how that one goes. But yeah, no, I'm fine. It was a complete accident. They reversed out of their driveway into me. That's cool. And then they drove off. They didn't even check on me. Just drove away. Welcome to Eastleigh, people. So yeah, it was good. It's good. Hey, Circuit, how you doing? But yeah, I'm all right. I'm enjoying the job. It's nice to gonna be earning some proper money and help people, which is what I live for. It turns out. So yeah, everyone's here. We all good. Rule one: look before you pedal. I was had the right of way. I was in the road. I was observing the law, which is a shock for me. But yeah, they didn't look and they reversed out into me. So therefore, I should have got out and twatted them, but I didn't. I was a good boy. Um, yeah. So where are we at the moment? I've completely forgotten everything we're doing. I don't have their number plate, but I do know where the address is. 45 bits. Thank you for throwing some Betty White at me. I appreciate it always. Um, yeah. So where are we at the moment? What am I doing? So after a lot of pressure from people, I'm actually doing something this month for me because in the 2 years I've done it, I've never done anything for me on this. So thank you to the people who peer pressured me into actually doing something for me on my birthday. So 3rd of September is my birthday. So this month is the reason for this. So I'm aiming for an Xbox. So, that's how that'll be cool. Hey Dawn, even better. I'm sure Bone can have some people check on them. He doesn't need to do that. I'm more than capable of throwing people through a window myself. Um, so, but yeah. So what else? I've got some. I've got a yeah. So if you want to donate to the birthday thing, there is a link in the announcements bit in the Discord. I know I shouldn't be saying it on this, but I am. We're not big enough for them to come after me. But then again, it turns out I am in the top, 2% of Twitch, it turns out. Because I have more than 3 people watch me at a time. Because they're crazy. Is that talking from experience or throwing ne'er-do-wells through windows? Yes, that's all I will say on that front. Hey Mark, how you doing, man? So yeah. So plans. Nothing coming up for E4. I don't have time with the new job. I haven't got the time, the energy to put anything, to throw anything into fundraising or anything like that. Carol, how you doing? But yes, so birthday stuff is looking at funding, getting me a brand new Xbox because my one's dead. So, um, it has 19 months, Alfie. Jesus. Hey, Biscuit, how you doing? Good, really hope you are well. I am well. I am well. I am looking forward to E4. I am looking forward to E4. Not for plot, not for game. I just want to see people. I just want to see people, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I managed to catch a love. Yes, we catch all the love here. We really, really do. I know it's a spelling mistake, but I don't care. I'm owning it. My plan for next year, though, I think is going to be the big one. I want to do the pouches again. I want to do those books. So I've spoken to Tim already, and he's very up for it. So, we're nearly at a hype train. Awesome, 97%. So if we can get all that stuff done, we can help a load of new players again. I also want to do another makeover thing as well, so we can do that. There is the potential. I need to get a top up of Steve's ambience. That is a euphemism. I know you, Ryan. I need to change bits to Betty's, don't I? Throw more Betty's at me. That's better. Hey, 100%. Oh, Blondie. Gifting a sub. Thank you so much. Thank you. There you go. 5 people. That's awesome. Nearly 2 years for Liam as well. This is amazing. So, yeah. There you go. Thank you so much for doing that. So, E1. I want to do another... we're up to level 3. That's awesome. I want to do another extreme makeover. So let's get some new players, people who could do with the help, and let's get them in. Thank you, Debbie Harry. I know. That's literally my mind on it all. So I didn't know if I said Debbie Harry if it would go over people's heads. So, because I am old. But yeah, Psycho Blonde is now forever going to be known as Debbie Harry. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So let's get some new players sorted again. I'm aware of some people who are coming to E1, and I might see if they fancy jumping in on the other end of it and going up against me. I have all the stuff filmed from my last makeover, and I need to sit down and put it all together. I'm going to do a little trailer for it, and then I'll release the full thing when Helen's done. So, Winky from Debbie Harry. It will make my dad jealous. I can't stay long as I've got a job interview tomorrow, so I've got stuff to get ready, but wanted to drop in and say hi. Hello, mate. Good luck for tomorrow, buddy. Fingers crossed and all that stuff. Good luck, Liam. May have contestants. Excellent. Let me know. And then we can go from there. Obviously, with the fundraising for all of that, if we get 600 quid, we can do 3 people. 800, 4 people. £1,000. I can go on holiday. So yeah, one little quick little shout out. So Ben's niece is watching this. She's very small. I don't know how old she is, but I know I probably should watch the language. So it's Elizabeth, wasn't it?
Yes, that's
Elizabeth. Right. So hello, Elizabeth. Hello. I know you're sat there watching. Even if folks might be a bit distracted.
She'll be immortalised.
Excellent. There you go. She's going to be on YouTube. She can show her. Oh, Ben's echoey. Yeah, I haven't put my headphones on. I knew I forgot to do something. Do. I don't know if that's going to work, but
Well, if it doesn't, I have headphones too. If mine misbehaves, am I still echoing chat?
yeah.
Who's that?
No, you'll be fine because I can just change it.
Oh, you have magic.
So that might have sorted it.
Hello, chat. Am I?
You're still echoey. There you go. Say something now.
Say something.
No, can't hear you at all. Say something now. Right. That might have fixed it. Perfect. There you go. Oh, no. No, I don't think that has fixed it. Let me go to that.
I mean, I can just put headphones on if you want.
There you go. That's fixed it.
There we are.
There you go. That's fixed it. You're fine now.
Excellent.
Okay. Go back. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it, Bolan. That's exactly what I hadn't done. Oh dear. But hey, it would be me if there weren't any tech issues. So let's get that done for E1, some pouches, but I want to get more of the community involved in it. So if I can't find anyone to go up against, I want to get a community, a few people together from... Cheers, Matt. Thanks, Gibby. Classic Yeti stream. So if we can get a few people together, it'll be the Yeti, it'll be Hefty versus the Hefty Yeti community, the Hefty fam. So we'll get a few people in on that, and then you can all get. We'll just go with that because I think that'll be fun to do as well. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how many people want to do it all. Yeah, because I'm tired of losing.
I'd like it to be E1, but I think at one of them I'd love to see you do UV or mods.
Oh no, they just beat me up. They're violent. They're violent people. But yeah, I do. With a bead. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm always in for shenanigans. Everyone's in for shenanigans. The question is, can we trust Beth? No, that's the answer there. But yeah, so yeah, tired now. So where are we at now? So E3's happened. A lot of stuff happened at E3. It was a weird one for me, getting used to everything again. Empire Supermarket Sweep. Yeah, that could work too. And then we had... so Ben and M came to their very first Empire at E3. It was a hot one. And I'm right in thinking you both had a bit of fun?
We did, yes. So, not only our first Empire, but our first ever LARP of any sort. So, complete hard newbies. And yeah, we'd said originally we were going to do the event and then kind of head home, and then once we'd slept a bit more, say, did we want to go back or did we not? But during the car ride home, we actually both went, actually, that was fun. Let's go do it again. So I booked the tickets when we got home that night for E4. So yeah, successful event, despite not much sleep due to the fact it was like 40 degrees all weekend.
Yeah. That wasn't pleasant.
We didn't have the Anvil mud machine to deal with, but we did have the heat in full blast. Definitely didn't need many of my layers I brought with me. I think I wore my cape one night when I went out quite late at night, and otherwise didn't come out. It was just baking.
Yeah. There was a lot of good moments there. Yeah, and Blue there as well. So he says it was nice to meet you and Emily. It wasn't good meeting me though, because I'm a bit of a prick. So that's how that one goes, I guess. But no, everyone enjoyed meeting you two. I think you two have been such a staple of the community for such a long time, and that. So it's been, yeah, it was great to actually.
I'm gonna shut my window because that's thunder and lightning hitting here.
Oh wow! Excellent.
I don't know if it came through the camera, but it was literally just a big thump of light. So
no, I couldn't see that.
Just shut that window.
Probably sensible. So yeah, because you came down on the Thursday, didn't you? You came and joined us on the Thursday and sat down and chilled, and everything, and and M
The
napped.
big thing is the tent went well, which was our big worry.
Mm.
Well, certainly my big worry because I've not camped since I was a little child. So I was like, I was fairly confident on my side of like wandering around as a character and chatting to people.
Mm.
But yeah, we got the tent up, that all went together, everything went fine. We need a better airbed because it wasn't really thick enough.
Uh,
So that's on my list to purchase this month.
you need to see Ryan's airbed.
Yes, well, I did go have a look at Ryan. I think James had a good one as well. I was having a nosy, and so we've picked one we want to get now.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, nothing went disastrously wrong camping wise.
No.
Tent held up and stuff.
Yeah. It's just started raining here too. So Mark's not too far away from me, and we haven't got any rain here yet. So I'm hoping. Rain Blackthorn.
If I wasn't on stream, I'd probably be stood out in it. To be fair, because it's been so hot today.
Yeah, that's what me and Helen want to do. If I think how the heck does it, folks? I hope you're doing well. Been a while. I'm pretty sure that's John. Rain, you'll have to let me know. You have to remind me if that's John or not. Only issue was the orc next door. Yeah, you. It took a second there. It's been a long day. Mark was the orc next door and was the issue.
I will warn people, I'm awful at names, so any of my stories are going to have random descriptions attached. Because remember people's IC or OC names, I'm atrocious at. I scribbled some down in a notebook, but that's not as good as I can.
So Ryan said,
it was nice because there was a bunch of hefty people in a sort of area of OC camping. It wasn't like official area, but there was a bunch of us arrived about the same time, so it was quite nice to have people nearby for, just help with tent stuff. And we had some issues with our pegs breaking down and stuff. People gave us a hand, so that was good.
Yeah. So it's not raining here yet either. Being too hot was the main tent problem. Yeah. It started to rain here. I'm abandoning the stream and running outside. Sorry, not sorry. You do it, man. You go running. You running it. Yes, it is John. So, he said it there, cheeky bastard. So John's getting married in 16 days, and unfortunately for him, I am attending his stag do this weekend.
Is he honeymooning at E4?
No. He's actually getting proper married. Yes, I am. You cheeky shit. I am. Oh yeah, he doesn't know who's going. Oh well, don't care. I'm coming. Can't keep that one secret. Yeah. Of course I'm coming. I was. Yeah. I was one of the first to say yes, mate. So yeah, I will be there. It is going to get messy. Yes, we are collecting evidence. So, yeah, everyone's raising the bail money. So, Digby has just done 3 weekends of LARP. He has done non-stop. He is an idiot. He is crazy fool, man. And I have to say, last event, for me, one of my big highs from one of my big hots of the last event was Digby. Was seeing his character arc, and I'm not going to go into detail on it because Matt's obviously coming on and we're going to chat about it all in great passion as we do. But it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic to see everything that happened to him. It was really, really cool. Yeah, he definitely did that to himself. We have no sympathy. I'm gagging to get some role playing. Well, you need to come to Empire, man. John, you have to come to Empire. That's it. Simple as. I'd die for Alf Scargill. Yeah, I think we all would. So, how did you find the Thursday? Because something we've always talked about on stream is, people need to come on Thursday. People need to get involved on the Thursdays, and they need to see everything that's going on, and everything like that. How did you find your Thursday?
It was good. I think for us as first-time campers, I think even like to Dawn OC camping wasn't clearly signposted, so we missed the gate and had to be sent back. But we got there at like 1:30. There was barely anyone there, so we had space to set stuff. And I think for us, nothing went wrong. Like we got all the tents up and everything okay. But I think the fact we had like a full half day to just figure that stuff out and get it all sorted was good. And I think we could come and find you guys over in kind of her and Benbough. And we did not all that, but we did a wander of the field. So we had an idea, right, here's where Dawn is, here's the Imperial officers,
Yeah.
here's the traders. You're just not. I know not everything's set up on a Thursday, but enough's there as a structure. You can start to see where the roads go and stuff, and where bits are. And we got our God packs Thursday night as well, because they opened up for like 2 hours Thursday night, which was nice. So we got to see those, and we could sit in our tent and go through the coinage, and I got some Beggar's Lie to look at and things like that. So it was good to get all of that and sort of have an idea of what it was. I would say if you experience camper and you can't get the top off, I think coming like thing Friday morning will be fine. I think we'll do Thursdays. I think for us it's a lot easier, and particularly as most of you know, Em's pregnant, and so it gives her a bit more time to sort of have some naps, because we kind of did an initial walk, came and met people, and then she was about to have a nap for a while, and I went for a wander.
Yeah, but Em's not just pregnant though, is she?
No, so this is the emotional roller coaster we had. So a few people told E3 that Em was pregnant because it wasn't common knowledge, and we mentioned to people. On the Monday after E3, when we were in the middle of processing LARP drop, we had our scan to find out we were not pregnant with one baby, but with two babies. We're having twins. So 2 for the price of 1. So that was a bit of a shock.
Not just for you.
So, well, it has, because we were watching the last stream, because my niece Elizabeth's watching, and she wanted to have been asked before. So she was like, we talked about maybe monstering in a couple of events time. She was like, so you're going to monster next event? And I was like, well, no, because the plans have now changed, because with twin coming, it's going to be one of them strapped to each of us for quite a while until they get big enough to wander around.
Yeah.
So, that plan has taken a backseat slightly. But yes, we definitely won't be attending E1 next year, because these will be under a month old at that stage. But yeah, hopefully later in the year they'll be big enough that we can bring them camping and we can come to E2 or E3. Yeah, so we didn't really get LARP drop, because we went straight from LARP into, oh, you're having twins. It was like, oh, are we? Okay, great. Yeah. And that's kind of been the focus of the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's been really weird. Did I make notes after the event, because I knew I'd forget, so I wrote things down.
I'll see you on Saturday, John. You enjoy cooking dinner and you look after yourself, buddy. But yes, I'll see you on Saturday at some point. Beth says, I'm always up for snuggling a baby if you need your hands free for a second. To be honest, yeah, I'm good with looking after babies too. There's a wonderful picture of Molly, Kit's firstborn, asleep and dribbling on my shoulder as she's asleep. It was really, really sweet.
Well, I will say, if there's any majors in chat who want to ask, I think it's Midwives Recourse, I think it's called it, to protect the unborn baby one, and you never get the chance to cast it, come find us at E4, because we'll have a very pregnant lady and you can cast it on her. And
yeah, that would be good.
If any of you actually want to do it, let us know and come find us.
Yeah, I think there's that.
You never get to cast that spell.
No. That'd be good, yeah. Chris says, woo, twins for the win. But as he says, he is biased. So, I keep on hearing it. It sounds like bloody rain, and it's not. But yeah, I mean, massive congratulations to you and Em, though. That it's amazing news, and yeah, I think Mac is a very good name for a baby as well.
We go for Steve, you see, but yeah, we can consider Mac too. Put it on the list.
Yeah, so that sounds good. Thanks for subbing, Dan. I didn't see what you were up to. What were you up to? 25 months, just over 2 years. Inga, one eye on the stream, one eye on the window. Yeah. Alfred, you're going to have lots of suggestions for names now. Lots of them. Thursday was terrifying for me. I came to my first event solo and I hadn't brought any cider to calm the nerves until the forge opened. Yeah, that's not sensible. But I mean, if you're coming to the next one, come find us in up at Hurst Hall. There's plenty of us there. A lot of, well, I say new people. They're now more experienced. But yeah, come and have a chat. Come and chill. Come and have a drink. So yeah, Wolfric is a good name. Theron, Bob 1 and 2. I don't know, Thing 1 and Thing 2. Or if you've seen the Mike Myers version, we'll call one of them Chocolate Thunder. Or Ben.
Have been doing Tweedledee and Tweedledum occasionally while we've been chatting.
Mac and Grim. Beth, that's amazing. One of my nephews is Alfred, otherwise that would be great. There you go, Matt. Unfortunately, that one's a no-go. Oh dear. But Mac and Grim, that's amazing. I love it. I'm just going to call them that now, regardless of what you've called them.
Yeah, or genders or anything. Just
I don't care. Name them Profound and Decisions to get discount tickets. If you don't share names, totally understandable. We're just going to call them that. Yeah. I love it. But yeah, so...
Yeah, it is. But we are planning bringing them laughing, so we can all meet them once they're born next year at some point.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, because a lot of people bring their kids and babbas and stuff like that, so...
It's family friendly like that. It would have been a shame to start the hobby and then be like, cool, none of that for a few years, thanks.
Yeah. But no, it's really, really good news, and it's a really good start as well, and it's ending the year on a high, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so back to LARP. I think that's
I mean, the good thing was because we knew Em was pregnant, that we didn't have other twins. It did make me think more about what I wanted to do at LARP. Because Em's main thing is she knits stuff, so we had hard commissions to deliver. So we delivered all of those, and they were all very well received, which was lovely. And people were very generous with the prosperity pricing.
I think I paid a throne.
Yeah, we had a few pay us thrones for stuff. It was amazing. By the end of the weekend, between the missions and the roses, I think Em had cleared 6 or 7 thrones.
Did really well. That says, I'm currently spitballing ideas for a bomber crew LARP. A bomber crew LARP, that'd be really good. But I liked your idea for a hunter, where people are being hunted, though, Matt. That was a great... You have been bitten. Yeah, I'm not sorry either. I'm really not sorry. But yeah, we'll have a chat at some point, and we can go through some bits. But I like the idea of the hunter one. Yeah, so let's show off this.
Mini Mac.
Yeah. Let's put this. There you go. So little baby Mac. So yeah.
Party potato.
Oh yeah, with the party potato as well.
Which, according to Emily, was surprisingly hard to knit a centimetre tall. Much easier to knit bigger ones. That was really fun. And I did a lot of the selling of the roses. So I kind of did a lot of that sales pitch. I know we went trading at one point and I wandered around selling roses. And I managed to sell one to every nation part of orcs, but I did give an orc who was a gate guard a green rose, just on principle that I wanted to at least get one into the hand of someone from every nation. So yeah, didn't get past the gate, but did give the orc a rose, and it was very bemused. And then attached it to his tunic with all his other trappings. So you know,
Lily has put her roses. She's put them up on her wall, so she's still got those as well. Knitting Tiny is an absolute talent.
She had a live commission at the event through her slightly. And she asked for a special coloured robe. They knocked it out while she was sat there, which I think blew his mind.
So for those who don't know, my daughter Lily is 13 and is a force to be reckoned with in that field. Whether you want her to or not, she will just do it. So she's the orcs were marching past to go off to the battle, and Lily was stood there and just sort of like waved at them, and no one responded. But the white-haired orc, who I can't remember the name of, is it Zora? I think. she literally pointed at Lily and was waving. It's absolutely adorable. Lily has made some amazing friends in the Orcs. She has done. It's something. It's so cool. It really, really is so cool. So for those who haven't been to Empire yet, go to the Orcs. If you haven't got anyone to go with, come find me because I will go with you because I love to go into the Orcs. There are some. Lily was highly bloody impressive. She really was. She's terrifyingly good. I'm dreading next year. So she's not coming to E4, but I'm dreading next year because she'll be 14. She'll have passed her citizenship test. She's allowed to fight. She's not safe. She's not safe to fight at all. So,
Good training academy, sure.
well, so I feel really bad for Esme, who unfortunately was fell victim to Lily. So I still feel guilty about that because Lily actually bruised her. She stabs with non-stab safe weapons. She's terrifying to fight with. She has got that killer instinct. She really, really does. In character and out of character. She just wants to hurt you. She's definitely my daughter.
We were trying to do some bouncing your hits training and pulling those, but take a while to sink in.
I did a practice fight with her at E3. I can confirm she is not safe. It fucking hurts. There we go. So yeah, she's definitely she needs to practice that. So I will take her off and give her a bit of a fight. Yeah, spoon friend, definitely. Yeah, she loved that. Absolutely loved that. She was very upset when I explained to her that she had actually hurt people. So she was quite upset by that. Point at my bruises. I got this from Lily, and this from falling over my own feet, and so on. Yes, but yeah, she needs to have a bit of practice, and I'll get her there. I will get her there. I'll offer her a commission in an instant. Yeah, I know you will. I'm down for this spoon thing. So there was Ben. Did you sit in on this chat? Were you witness to the mental health chat?
Yeah, I was at the table that day.
That was it was a conversation that we've had on stream a few times about people's mental health and stuff like that. It's the first time I've ever witnessed it or been part of one in the field, and it was really, really nice because was it the Saturday evening? It was a Saturday evening, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
I'm not going to go into
OC.
I'm not going to go into detail about things that happened around it, but it was so nice because we all stepped out of character and we sat in the 7 meter having a long chat about issues basically and sorting things out in game, trying to get things right and forward in our heads, and it was really nice. It was very open. It was very honest, and I think it helped. I'd like to think it helped people out.
I wasn't in that one. I thought you were meaning when the egregores were helping someone out was having a rough.
Oh no, not that one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was around for that one. But that was good to see how quickly they were all over play welfare sort of thing.
Yeah. That chat was so life affirming. Dan, thank you so much, bud. Another 5. You've gifted 35 now in that channel. You're a crazy man. So there you go. So everyone there, welcome to the 1-bit army. Legend. Absolute legend. But yeah, that chat was so life affirming. It was really, really nice. I think the other, as something you alluded to, something that was really good as well was we witnessed at Hurst Hall, Broth, and that a young man who wasn't having the best of times, I think is the best way to describe it. It was hot, and he was sat. I think he'd fallen in a ditch. He was covered in water. He was literally wet from head to toe. And he was sat in the ditch with his feet in the water, and people were just sort of like a bit concerned, give him a bit of a wide berth. and that, and he walked off. He wasn't walking properly at all, and so we stopped and we went over to the egregores just to say, bit concerned about this guy, but they eventually found him and he got all the help he needed and that. But it was so nice because the egregores literally just dropped their game. Their game was gone.
Yeah.
They're not interested. We have to sort this person out. We have to help him. We have to get things done and make sure he's all right. And it was so good to see because PD really do put all of their players first. They put their players first. But if something's gone wrong, because I've witnessed it before where they've said where a child had gone missing, the whole game literally stopped. It was for like 20 minutes, and people were running around looking for this kid, and then they found them, and it was really nice.
There was two I saw on the weekend. So that one mentioned, and there was one in Dawn they probably wouldn't have seen, where they were prepping for. I think it was the Eternal Battle. So there was two tournaments this weekend in Dawn. There was one for the Night Protector, one with an Eternal. And so, obviously, we weren't fighting. We all gathered around the square, getting ready, and people were hyping up their fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then word from the egregores that an ambulance needs access to the Glory Square to come and remove someone who was unwell. And Dawn's about the only place at that end of the field you can turn an ambulance round in to back up to someone. And it was like Moses parting the Red Sea. Like all the players got out of the way. No one complained. People helped pull down the Glory Square and lay it flat so you could drive the ambulance over it. Obviously, the PD team were there, but it was other players as well, just helping move stuff and sort things out.
Yeah.
Bunch of refs and red hats turned up to help sort things out. Not a bother. No one heckled. No one complained. Jokes it might have been a horse, coming onto the field. But everyone was really lovely and got the person sorted and in the ambulance and back they went.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a bother. At some events, like, if you get like a gig or something and someone faints and everyone's taking the piss and not helping. But it was just the attitude of PD staff, or all the other players, that, it was stopping this thing that 200 people had turned up to watch, but no one cared. It was like, nope, it's a medical issue. Someone needs help. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pause everything and carry on. And I really like that. That, for me, as someone who does have issues, those two things make me feel a lot more relaxed, because I was like, well, if something does happen, I know they'll be there to help, sort of thing. And we did have a friend we had to take to the medical tent Friday morning because they'd fallen over some guy ropes while inebriated. And then had to go to Milton Keynes Hospital because they'd fractured them. And again, medical team, really, really thorough. We went through everything, pointing out they don't have X-ray vision, so you should probably go for an actual X-ray. Yeah, so as much as we all hope none of that stuff happens, it was nice seeing how well they reacted to some of those situations. And I didn't feel like I had to worry if I had a problem, because PD would be all over it, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, PD are great at that sort of stuff. So Mark's just said about someone who joined the Orcs and then had left the Orcs by Saturday. It's one of those things, it happens. It's not just the Orcs either. Obviously it happened to me in Urizen. Urizen wasn't for me. That weekend they sorted it, so I was in a new nation by the end of it. There's a lot of stuff. So it was really good, and PD are always there to help. The players help and everything. It was really, really good. Dan's just hit, so Dino Wookie, Dan, he's just hit an absolute nail on the head for me since I started doing this. I was worried after spending all my money and watching Steve for 2 years that it wouldn't be for me. Thankfully, I didn't need to worry. Mark said, yeah, I was in the same boat. So when I started this and all I wanted to do was talk about Empire, and then it grew into talking about LARP as a whole, with a focus on Empire and helping people out, was that when we came back to the first event, I was going to suddenly have brought in, I think I had like 35 people who turned up to that event who'd used my code and had joined because of me. And I was just like, okay, this is going to be bad if all of a sudden they're getting PD are going, yep, we're not coming back. And I'm there going, oh dear, I'm sorry. Have I hyped it up too much? So I was very, very worried about that. But thankfully, that's not been the case. And everybody who has joined has stuck around as well. And there was a lot more that didn't use the code. Yeah, I hear a lot of people have come up to me who just say that they came because of me. And it's really nice. I don't do it for that, but I love it. I love to hear what people get up to. I love to hear stories and stuff. That's how I'm feeling. Well, Debbie Harry, Blondie, if you want to, if you want any help or anything like that, I mean, to be honest, one of the things I love doing is the reverse Q&As, and I haven't done one for ages. So you get a brand new player who doesn't know much, but they have a rough idea of what they want to do. They come on stream and they ask chat all the questions, because normally it's the other way around. We get people on and chat ask every question under the sun. So it's good if people then who will come on and ask chat all the questions, because we get all the experiences in chat, and it really sets people's mind at rest, I find. So yeah, Blondie, if you're up for doing that, then I'm more than happy to do it. So hi Dave, how you doing? I would have had half the kit now if it wasn't for this place. I don't know if my wallet is as thankful to Steve, but yeah, I've cost people a lot of money, and I'm not sorry. Everyone's got some wonderful kit. Ben has spent an absolute mortgage on his kit.
All from Velvet Glove.
All from Velvet Glove, yeah.
Remind me, actually. Very exciting to meet George from Velvet Glove. I don't think she watches, but that was very exciting.
Excellent.
But I wanted to do a big shout out Tim from Dartblade. So I had there's leather sword holders, and putting it on Saturday morning, it just popped, the rivet broke, and just fell apart. So Trooper that she is tried to kind of tie that together again with leather thonging we had for the rotors, but it wasn't holding; it was collapsing. And I went over to Tim to say, look, if it's knackered, it's knackered. I just want to know, and then I'll buy a new one. And he whipped off my belt and fixed it for me, free of charge. Just like, no bother at all. Shouldn't have broken. I'll get it repaired. He put a stronger rivet on so it won't fall apart. Yeah. And that was just really good, because I was really bummed about that, because I'd broken my water skin, which was totally my fault. I'd sat on it. And then I was like, oh, just constantly breaking kit. And then Tim was like, no, it's fine. I'll fix it. So yeah, big shout out to Tim, because he was amazing.
Tim's a legend. He is so cool. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet as well. He's so happy to help. He really is good. Buying a new tunic at the event to represent Alf's new ambition. More money spent by Digby. I'm still waiting for Steve's erotic reading of the wiki. I don't know how well that would go down. I don't know how well that would go down at all. Possibly badly.
Feature. If you're one of the homeless hefty Yeti patrons, you get erotic readings.
No, I can't get away with it. See, Matt Kaz doing his ASMR of the wiki. See, that's a great thing. That right there, that is a great thing. You want something to fall asleep to, put that on, and you're gone. It's great. Really, really good. Eventually, I will go back to reading for the audio team. Do it. The audio team with Autumn and that, and they do a lot of good stuff. Smut reading, I see when. It happened in every nation last event. So much smut. So much smut. Hold on, I'm just... So let's... so this total is... This should now read 185. So thank you everybody who donated. That's amazing. I don't expect this, so it's fantastic, and I love you all. I can only edit so many hours of audio on the weekend before an event. Oh yeah, that's a bit much, isn't it? The smut heralds were funny. Yeah, they were very, very funny. So right, so this was meant to be about Ben and his first event, but we've not really got there. We've had so much to chat about, and we've had all the tangents in the world. It's wonderful. Another 5. You crazy person. You absolutely crazy person. Callum, Mr. Matt, my brother. River goes where Reese, Torshepard. That's awesome. You are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Blondie. It's another 5. So I think we're up to like 65 subs, which is insanity. I joined Dawn. It wasn't for me, but I found a group of Brass Coast players who I drank with and took me under their wing and hung out. And then the majority of the event. So I'm currently in the process of transferring to the Brass Coast. That's fantastic. I'm glad that it's worked out because obviously, if you don't fit in or you're not enjoying the brief, go somewhere else. It's really easy to do, and PD are so accommodating. Was there another instance of the Smut Heralds? Yes, we had them come over to Hurst Hall and they were asking about it all. And obviously they wanted Mac's book called My Balls about all his kids. That's not happening anymore. But yeah, there was loads of it. Stuff about Bron, so Smith being distinctly average as well, which I loved. So they were absolutely fantastic. Brass Coast players are awesome. Such a fun place to be. Definitely, definitely. Ben's erotic reading of the wiki.
I'm going to remind you all my nieces.
No, yeah, probably not. Your niece is going to be asking, "What's that about?" Uncle Ben, what's smut? I'm not sorry. Is Em going to be going off, off, off?
She can give you explanations.
Digby Tatham Warder donated £10. I am actually searching for the dimensions of a Lancaster bomber cockpit to see if this bomber crew LARP idea is viable. Damn you, Steve.
Yes,
You'll be the death of me.
A story
Excellent.
to tell.
Glad to hear it, Digby. Thank you for the tenner as well, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, I want to help you with that bomber idea. That sounds so much fun. That really does sound like so much fun. But yeah, so go on, Ben. Back to you. So sorry.
That's all right. So I'd gone out Friday afternoon. Ed was having a nap, and I'd gone to God to change my resources. So I've got a military unit, and packed this time. I got some Beggar's Lie, but they'd only given me 2 5 blocks of it. I trade it. People wanting 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
So I go to God. I'll swap it over. And then in the queue, I bumped into a Dornish Merrow, name I didn't catch. But they had thongs like an axolotl, like pink thongs around the head.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
We were obviously out the out of character bit, so we were chatting in the queue for God, and I mentioned the streams, and they'd mentioned, oh yes, seen those, and all of this. And they said, oh, are you into magic? And I was like, well, I'm not really into anything yet. I'm an apprentice. I'm just learning. And they said you should go to the night market, and I was like, well, I mean, it sounds fun, but I don't know what you mean. And they said, oh, if you go and talk to the Amber Court in Dawn, I'm sure someone will take you. So that was all the information I had heading back onto the field. And Emma retired for the night because she was tired. So I was like, well, I've got nothing to do for a few hours. I'll go and figure out what this is, sort of thing. So I went to the Amber Court, and for one of my units of Beggar's Lie, they were more than happy to apprentice me through. So they took me over and taught me how to cast the open portal spell, which was quite fun. So they did it a bit like like a reading of vowels where they do the repeat after me thing. That was how they did it. So they had a hand aimed at me to kind of do the magics through, and then did the reading.
Yeah.
And then we got to go into the Hall of Worlds, which was fun. And while we were doing it, there was some casting of ritual as well. So the special effects around the Regia was in full blast, which was quite fun to watch.
Nice.
All the lights and sound. Went into the end of Conclave. Very much found that Conclave isn't for me. Lots of very long speeches. But then the night market got going, which was fun because it was my first interaction with any of the NPCs played by PD. The actual crew people.
Yeah.
And they were very, very good. Like, they were heralds of various Night Eternals. Very much they felt weird. Like talking to them, they didn't feel like people playing a role. They felt kind of alien. It was weird. I did hit some OC issues with it because Conclave overran massively.
Yeah. And
so the Hall of Worlds, just like a massive tent, was heaving of people. And I had to be masked up. And it got very claustrophobic and very hot in that weather. But I have fed that back to Matt, and he was very apologetic about the email and stuff. I said it was fun otherwise. It was just very, very hot. But yeah, that has got me interested in looking at ritual magic a bit, because it was quite fun watching the ritual go.
Yeah, that's cool. You can have a chat with Ryan about that.
Yes, I definitely will.
Yeah.
The fun thing was, though, that I'd also been talking to House Castellan in Dawn a lot, so I was hanging out with them. They're lovely people. I don't know if any of them are watching, but they are lovely. So hang out with them loads. And I bumped into some of them in the night market. They were Earl and their Seneschal, and a couple of the other houses while we were chatting. And the next morning, I had two of them, one of the gentlemen from the Amber Court, and another wizard that must have known I was an apprentice, because I hadn't recognised them before, but they were from, I think, Urizen, and sought me out. All warned me not to go to the Hall of Worlds that evening, because there might be death. Which was cool, like plot-wise, to even hear that something big was happening, but also really nice for players to be like, hey, this guy's a newbie, like, let's warn him not to go and, I'll have a wander around and see what it's like Saturday night, because...
Yeah. Sharknado. Thank you, Dr. Lou.
I didn't want to drop the plot necessarily, but yeah, I was just like, oh. And it was really nice of people to kind of give me a heads up and stuff, so...
Yeah.
I've been looking at spring, summer, and night as the three realms so far that sound interesting to me.
Mm. Yeah, there's
I'm not doing anything before E4 yet. I'm going to wait and just apprentice still and talk to people.
Yeah, no, that's cool. The yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens around rituals and things like that. So the Reggio is a great place to witness things and stuff like that. So obviously getting to do my whispers through the gate, through the Black Gate last event as well was fantastic to be part of. Really emotional, but for obvious reasons. But it was really great to see, and having so many people around the Reggio as well, and hearing everyone sing as well was really, really cool. I'm gonna see if I can get someone to do like an artist's impression of Max whispers through the gate, because I'd love that. That would be amazing. I'd love to get something like that. I
think I bumped into Mike from the Hefty fam. He kind of dropped OC because it was dark, and I was like, "Are you Mike?" I think his was very emotional, so we had a big. Right.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. Oh, Andy, yeah. No, Mac died at Mac was killed at E2. So yeah, 9 years. But there's a lot of stuff that went on behind it all. So, but I had an amazing whispers. So who did my whispers? I had the wonderful Nico, the Battle Butler, and the Crimson Reapers, and they did an absolutely fantabulous job. And it was absolutely wonderful to be part of. It was really, really good. The Reapers are very, very cool. Oh no, I've said something nice about them. Bolem's a prick. Yeah, the whole thing was cool. They're really, really well done. They're such a good bunch. Yeah, I'm really happy I've got to know them. I've sent you a thing. Yes, let the hate flow through you. No pressure to look at it now. Yeah, but it just makes me want to look at it now. How dare you say things like this? Don't make me look at stuff. If you die consuming a drug, do you spend your afterlife constantly affected? That's the wish. How amazing would that be? But yes, the drugs were very much... you're the Imperial Necromancer. So I have you to thank. Because... because Nico came to you to get permission to do it all, to get the time. So thank you so much. All right, okay, we have a server going. Excellent, love it. You love to see it. Oh no, your boss is the Imperial Necromancer. Oh well, still, I appreciate everything that happened. So there was a question for Ben in there. I have missed it. Oh, we have lost the Ben. Ooh. So Ben, anything you do different given another first time round? Oh dear. Oh, that's... Yeah, things... I don't know, he's not back yet. I reckon the storm's knocked him out. Ben is so insightful. I can't... I mean, I'm rethinking all my life choices here. Ben, you're a god amongst men. It's wonderful. Is he coming back? Have we broken him? So I'm going to show off some little bits that I got. Get Ben on every week. So this is another thing that Em made. I have got my very own war rhino. Might have been the internet. It's fine for me. Oh, Ben. Keep it PG, Ben. So yeah, I have a war rhino, which little mini Mac can actually sit on. I'm not going to do it now because it takes effort and two properly working hands. Put it away, Ben. But yeah, so I have a proper war rhino as well. Oh, he's back. There we go. He just has to turn his camera on. His camera. Hey!
Hey, can you hear me again? I don't know what happened. Literally, all of Discord just crashed and kicked me off.
That's brilliant.
So, sorry for that.
You're going to have to go and re-watch this now to find out everything that was said about you. It was all funny. It was all great.
I think I texted Emily going, like, what just happened? And I was like, I don't know. We had lightning, and then everything just crashed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think it's something nearby.
This has proven why the Hefty fam is so good. That was amazing. I hope someone's clipped it. That's all I can say. There was a question.
Excellent.
I got to go and find it again now. I did read it out, but you were rude enough not to answer me by not being there. Anything you do different given another first time round?
Ooh, interesting question. I think if we hadn't had the big, long dark, I probably would have bought less kit before going to my first event.
Yeah.
Because definitely have an excess of kit, and there's stuff I kind of want to buy now, or if House Castellan are nice enough to buy some stuff more in their colours, I will end up with enough clothes I could live as Tristan for like a fortnight and not run out of clothes. But yeah, and like I have lots of pouches and swords, and it's all good stuff, but I think I probably would have bought less and then got into the field and sort of tried some stuff and then picked some more stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really regret buying it, but it's just I went a bit overboard because we had like 2 years of never leaving the house, and George of Overglove needed more money. I just kept sending him more money.
I think that's a lot of people, I think, when and bought a lot more than they bought what they thought they needed. I think that was the thing, but because there was no context there, then I think a lot of people would say that's it. So I still prefer your first answer. Ben, you have to rewatch this to get the context. I'm so sorry. I hope Em is downstairs pissing herself laughing though. Yeah. So Mark says not sleep next to a drunk orc. Scott says that's him with. She is. That's good. That's me with toy soldiers. So Scott has a lot of miniatures and stuff like that.
Toy soldiers too is.
He says, I disagree. I feel that his second answer just clarifies his first. We could go round and round on all of that after, but I think the nudity was just a step too far. I found that Darkblade was just like, here's my paychecks. Yes, very, very much so.
Yeah. I don't think I had anything on that didn't come from either Velvet Glove or Darkblade. Like,
no, your kit was really good. It was really, really good. I bought some kit from Epic Armory and I didn't read their sizes. So, for those who don't know this, I'm self-excusing myself from Eldritch for E4. Probably sensible. Roland, I still have your axe as well. It's with all my weapons at home. Nudity. Chainmail is the only thing I'm a small in. I'm normally like a 2XL to fit me, or a 3XL if I just want to be comfortable. So I bought a tunic from Epic Armory in a 3XL. Did we get any photos of it? I'm pretty sure we got a photo of me in that thing somewhere. Because you could have fit...
Just smaller.
You could have fit me in it, Ben in it, Smith in it, Digby in it, Bolam in it, and the rest. We could have fit like 4 or 5 people in that with me. I put
impressive size.
I put it out, and my wingspan, you couldn't. Yeah, we could fit you in that as well, Andy. Easy. This thing would dwarf you, mate. It really, really would. What colour was the tunic? The tunic. It was a brown tunic. But yeah, it was huge. I've still got it. It will dwarf you. Justin wouldn't fit in it. Let's put it that way. You're more than welcome to try it on, though, man. I'll bring it wherever. Get someone to trim it down and make an extra tunic from the offcuts. I'll be tempted to do that. To be honest, that's a really good idea. Such a good idea.
For some more people, you know.
Yeah, but I made such a big mistake on that. But I need to get myself a decent tunic and some stuff. But then again, I'm considering changing my new character around to Calavesi, so...
very spooky.
Yeah, I love the Calavesi, they're great. So, if someone wants a tent that's also a tunic, then yeah, let me know. You can have it. Yeah. So, what was your Steve, I'm gonna try something new. Also, Steve, yes. Where are you going this next event? Both. We're staying in Wintermark for this event, and in the future, who knows? Rob a couple of crows for feathers. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of Calavesi stuff anyway, so I'll just get round to it. But Ben, so what was your highlight of this event for you? What was the best thing that happened?
I think there's a best thing, and then there's just like general ambiance. So I think for me, the big thing was Anvil as a town, was really cool.
Mm.
You know, we've got OC friends in a lot of different nations, and the nice thing was a lot of those commissioned to knit things. We had an excuse to go have a wander around, Basque Coast and the Marchers and find people I see. So I think that was really, really cool just to wander around. It feels very real. It's kind of a hard thing to express if you've not been, but the whole thing with Anvil is it does feel like a real town. It feels like people live there and have their trades and tea houses and traders, and that was cool. I think my biggest hot in terms of an event was IC ending up in a quite competitive game of I Spy with several of the House Castellan year folk. when it was Saturday night, when it had just begun to drizzle a bit and we were all really warm, and we ended up playing I Spy in their courtyard that they've got uh, for rings. Like, it was competitive, and various lords and ladies would wander in and see what we were doing and just sigh and leave again. And yeah, we had great fun playing I Spy.
Yes.
But I did get to talk to General Aram of the Eastern Sky, I think is the army name, and they were great. And it let me hit one of the objectives I mentioned about finding out where to send my military unit. So they'd managed to talk to me about where the Gurdon was going and where Dornish armies would be fighting. So that was really cool, because that was one of the few things I'd put on my list to say, like, this is what I want to do. So I know that was like 3 hots, but
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, I love I love to hear what people got up to. I love to hear about stories, and it's a great thing. I think
one of the commissions had been to the general. She delivered an alicorn to them.
Oh yeah.
And so it gave me an excuse to go and talk to them and be like, "Did you like the alicorn? By the way, I have some questions if you have 5 minutes." So that was really cool to kind of have that in to someone quite important. And the Earl of Castellan, while we were there, had got elected this event to Senate. Did mean he wasn't around that much because he was flying back and forth to the Senate. But it was fun to watch that election happen, and I got to see some of the campaigning and sort of wander around a bit with the campaigning a bit. And there was lots of stuff going on in the house that I won't spoil because it's plot stuff.
Yeah.
It was way above me or my level, but it was fun to hear bits of it. So, like, the Seneschal would have a report on something that the Earl was trying to get done. And I really enjoyed that, just getting an idea of what they were up to and sort of the things they were trying to get done and the way that all interacts with other people. And I had a bit of the same when I was wandering over to like Hurst Hall and stuff, hearing some of the like big plot stuff and big trades and bourse seats and money and all that. Not being involved in it because I'm still new and I don't have the connections or the money or the skills to do any of that stuff. But it was fun just to be round for it and just hearing it and sort of having an insight as to the kind of big movers and shakers.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's Dag's Gold kill Steve's do one to give a fresh start 3-1. The funny thing was, I found, is that after obviously with how Mac died and Matt P giving me back so much of my XP, I realised that if I threw all my XP back into certain places, this character is just as strong as Mac was. And with his connections, they would just give him his old kit back as well. So I've essentially come back in as sort of as Mac, but with a new name. And less drugs. Yeah, kinda. I still ended up involved in the drugs game. But it was weird. Really, really weird. So I think having all of that XP there is nice. So, but I need to just...
I did really enjoy as well our walk to do lots of trading when you had things to sell. That was good because I was selling roses and we just went for a long stroll.
Yeah, I mean, walking around. How much did I have on me in the end of that? It was like, I think it was around like 150 thrones or something I had on me.
Well clear of 100.
Yeah, well clear of 100. It was that was cool. So there was a lot of good stuff there. Do I feel a challenge coming? No, Mark, you don't. You don't, because Cal's a nice fella. Yeah, I know. Doesn't suit me.
Yeah, I did watch you have an ICOC moment when I had to hand you the basket of roses, which also had Emily's coin purse in, because I had to do it on my shoelace. And I did watch your face kind of look down at the coins and then look back up, and you could see the calculation going, hang on, which character am I?
It was weird.
I need to see it everything.
I had a few moments like that. And I think I need to say to a lot of people who interact with me, Cal is not Mac. So when people were immediately going, like, did you steal this? Or there's money or stuff lying around, and they were looking at me and they'd hide it. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not Mac. So yeah, if I was still Mac, then yeah, it would have gone. What drugs work for orcs? There are... see, Carolax will have to remind me of this one. I believe there are currently two drugs in the game that work on orcs, and one of them I really want to witness and take, because it'll probably kill me. Nah, bite sucks. Bite is the most boring drug. Find out and play, yeah. Come and find druggy people. Definitely come and find out about that, because that's an interesting. That's going to have a really interesting roleplay effect as well. So it does.
I would say if they're completely stuck, like I found someone selling drugs in about 8 minutes because they had a sign saying we definitely don't sell these drugs. So it's not hard to find if you really want to find someone and ask them some questions.
So I need to.
I mean, they might think you're the militia, but
yeah, I need. There's part of that I, yeah, because there's like ongoing plot and stuff like that. There are things happening around it also. But yeah, bite's boring. Yeah, but who do we go to? Those guys don't sell drugs. Cheers, Andy. Yeah, there are a few, and I guarantee you just have to ask, and you will find them very, very quickly. So, yeah. So, what was your least favourite thing about E3?
I think for me, I think there was a couple. So I've mentioned before that there was some OC issues with the night market scheduling because Conclave overran. They didn't clear them. There was confusion from the NPCs as to if they were running, if they were going to run somewhere else. So that was pretty bad. I didn't really miss out because I didn't really have the resources or the skill points to make most use of it. But it was annoying from a OC point of view.
Yeah.
I know you've mentioned it before, but I heard from 2 other sources about people breaking the IC theft rules in terms of returning stuff.
Yeah.
And that was a big worry because I have to carry medication with me. And so if it gets tampered with, I've got to bin it. It's not sterile anymore.
Yeah.
But I have emailed both of those to Matt Pennigan, and he did a good reply, and he's going to remind people of the IC rules with theft and stuff, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
But that was worried me. I think the only other thing that threw me for a loop a bit was... because I mentioned before, like Em needed naps and stuff, so she was regularly napping. I think I hadn't, with fighting kind of going off the table for health reasons, I hadn't really thought long enough about what else I fancied doing. It wasn't really a regret at the event, it was more post-event thing. Which, gives me stuff to do at E4 around magic and stuff, but I kind of wish I thought a bit more about that in advance, because then I could have had more actual questions to go to people about and ask about. But yeah, I did have one event that I thought was going to be a negative and then turned into a massive positive, though.
Good.
Because I thought I was going to get mugged on Saturday night. So there's a road in Dawn, so you've got House Castellan kind of on the corner of Dawn, and you go down, and you've got Bars Coast and then Wintermark either side. So I was coming down that road, so I was going to walk back to get a pint in the bar because I had a really nice mango cider up there, so I wanted to go over there. And I get accosted by these 3 very large winter markers, and I'm quite large, and they were all like a head above me, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to get shanked. And they were like, do you have any rings? And I was like, yeah, definitely getting mugged. I was like, yes, I have a few. And I didn't actually have that much because Emily makes all the money. I'd had my coin. And I was like, oh, here goes my beer money. They're like, do you like cheese? I was like, sorry? What? Like, you have 3 rings, we will sell you cheese. I was like, okay, yep, fine, great. So I handed over my 3 rings, and I got a gorgeous slice of smoked cheddar to eat for my supper, which was very nice.
Nice. That's cool.
Strolled back up to Dawn with my cider and my smoked cheddar and was very pleased with my life.
Wonderful.
But yeah, that was one I thought was going to be a massive knock because I thought I was about to get mugged. And then turned out they were just selling cheese. So
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are. If you were the Wintermark cheese sellers and you see me on the field next season, sell me cheese. Like, I will gladly buy all the cheese. I would have found you to buy more if I knew who you were.
That's
It was
really cool.
a dark and stormy night, and people just yelled cheese at me a lot. So
Yeah.
that was scary initially, and then turned into a great experience of cheese.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a certified good boy, but I've never crossed any drugs other than Goose Whisper. There's plenty out there. Some really good roleplay comes from these as well. So I recommend, if you can afford it, I can go and ask about it. because it can lead to some interesting places as well. So it's good. I sat at the table with my friend at the Forge, loudly said, "What's Goose Whisper?" 5 people from the League people surrounded our table. League, that's odd. But yeah, there's a lot of interest. The drugs game was quite interesting. So there's been some really good highs and lows, uppers and downers, if you will. So yeah, people stealing people's OC medication bags is a perennial problem. It comes up on the disabled Empire players group a lot. Yeah, so yeah, it sucked. I fell victim to this on the Sunday. So someone decided that while they were robbing us, they would also steal my cancer medication. So it sucks. PD are aware and they've responded and it's dealt with. But yeah, it sucks. So I'm glad that Matt is taking it seriously and he's putting stuff out there to deal with it. But if it had happened any other day, I would have been left in pain and I would have had to leave. So it wasn't great. But still, it sucks, and yeah, I just wish it didn't happen.
The thing is, for me, I read about the Oathrax, got a copy of it, and I didn't get time to read it at the event, but I've been reading since, of like really cool crime where like they're defrauding the Senate, you know, being some trader baron to then buy their own things. Yeah, I'm not spoiling stuff; it's in the news. But that, to me, that's like the cool crime that gives some fun to investigate. Honestly, for me, I don't see the point of like pickpocketing someone. It just seems as a thing. And I kept to the rule of I had my 2 pouches IC money, I had my IC other accessories, and I had my OC medication and puffers and stuff. But they're all just black pouches, so if someone runs through all of them and then compromises meds, it's my sort of thing, and I don't think there's a good solution to that yet.
No.
As you say, PD is taking it seriously, and we know that they deal with these things.
So after 2
it didn't hit me, it was just, I heard it hit several people that I was chatting to, IC and OC, so it was kind of a bit of a worry.
Yeah. So after 2 weeks, I actually realised yesterday there was an ICOC dark mark on E3 that I'll probably need to process before E4. May need to sounding board off some folks at some point. Well, if you ever need a chat, man, I'm always about in the evenings. So yeah, happy to chat. Find Ben in the field for a Gouda time.
Seriously, let's bring me cheese and Emily Sweet should be very popular.
Yeah.
She did actually trade one of the Dornish houses bags of Haribo, and I've never seen her so excited.
Surprising number of potions have fun effects. Yeah. You didn't hear about the plan to send a cheese board using a Thesis scale. Wow, I'd love to see that. That would be amazing. Sorry if it's too much, but they deserve a good fucking kick. Yeah. No, we've been through all of the anger. I've been through all the anger, and I've done that now. And I've got my meds. I'm good. And as Mark says, karma is a bitch, and they will get theirs. Not just for what they've done to me, but to everyone. So, as they say, as the new players, me mugging someone outside the toilets is boring. Pull off a heist. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love to see that. I would love someone to steal my drugs. They will be in a mess on the floor, and I will be a psychopath hunting them. Basically, want to start a group where we jump out from round corners and offer people cheese. It's the cheese inquisition, isn't it? The Spanish cheese inquisition.
People offering me cheese, like, I'm not complaining. It's going to make my event so good. Especially when I have 2 screaming twins. You want to just find me and bring me Twig cheese? Great. Yeah. So I don't mean to be upset and knocked off. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. I think everyone who was involved they've vented at PD, and PD have done the thing that they should be doing. So we were planning to work, and that's the prescribed ones. Shh. Be quiet now, Mark.
Naughty Mark. We were planning to work our way through starter, main course, and dessert on a feast scale, but they changed the rules. Yes. If you need a safe and secure storage of icy drugs, just hand them to me. Definitely not joining the militia. See, I could talk about it now because Mac's gone, but the militia were actually going to hire Mac as their, like, people who had drugs. They were going to pay him when they had illegal drugs on them to bring them to the militia so that they could deal with them. That would have been hilarious. It would have been so much fun to do. I would have loved that. But yeah, I think E3 was good for a lot of people. If apart from the obvious negatives, I think there was a lot of stuff there. New players kit was insane. It was insanely good. I'd love to take part in a heist. Yeah, a heist has been planned. Just don't rob the academy, because that's just shit. And don't rob, well, and good luck robbing the boss, really, because you'll just fail. Because it just won't work. There's a lot of people there.
Anyone interested in, like, big old crime, I'd say get a copy of the last time's Oathright, because there were some really cool crime things in there.
Yeah.
Although, don't do what I saw one player post the Empire group. What happens if I did this and this complicated crime, and they're like, well, you maybe don't want to announce it to, like, 1,000 players that you're planning it.
Yeah, not sensible, but still. Giving Mac a badge, what could go wrong with that? Oh, it would have been great fun. Mac had permission to literally cleave their legs out, put them over his shoulder, and carry them off to the magistrates. As long as they weren't dead, it was fine. I love being at E3 for the first time. It was fantastic. That's awesome. I'm really pleased to hear it. I loved it. All the new players, all their new kit. Everyone looked so good. I was so jealous. I was stood there in my tent tunic, feeling bad about things. So it was great. It was really, really good. But I'm really glad that everyone had a good time. It feels weird streaming at the moment because I'm not. Yeah, Cumentia, yeah, her kit was absolutely stunning. That hat as well. But then you had Dolly as well and Salt, all of their kit. It was terrifyingly good. Absolutely terrifyingly good. I fear the long dark. Don't fear the long dark. I'll still be here.
So when you get to find more kit.
Yeah. I'll have more time, I'll get used to my work schedule. I won't be as tired, and I'll be a bit fitter, I'll have more energy, and I can do a lot. I'll be back to doing a lot more again. So yeah. All of the Crimson Reapers look absolute top shelf. They really good. I loved your my mask. How could I forget my mask?
Oh,
So
yeah.
last stream, M needs to turn off now. So I was given a mask by my in-character brother-in-law, Nico. I need to start drinking before the mask comes out. Yeah, and I was given this wonderful mask for when I wear it in and around the league. If you don't like masks, if you have a fear of masks, or pigs, I should say as well, then don't look. Okay.
Yeah, look away now.
This is your because I know there's a bit of lag when it comes to this. So look away now. Okay. So 5, 4. Can't move my fingers. 2, 1. All right. Let's tuck that down there.
It's actually mildly terrifying being full screen on computer right
I
now.
can't hear anyone now, so because I've had to take this out. I can hear something now, but there we go.
I'm saying it's mildly terrifying being full screen on my computer right now.
Yeah, and the wobbly ears as well. So there we go. Let's take that off.
Oh, that
Real
does
horror
remind me of
movie-esque.
how.
I know, right? It is absolutely amazing. Oh, I can't reach over there again.
We were watching earlier the stream I was on week 3 because my niece hadn't seen it. Want to see that I had to tell people that I'm actually wearing exactly the same T-shirt as I was for that stream with a little turtle on it. So if anyone wants to go back and watch it, I'm wearing literally the same T-shirt. I do own more than one T-shirt.
No, you don't.
But it just so happens I've chosen to wear the same T-shirt.
Yeah. So Nick made that mask in 2 weeks. It's incredible. I just finished making a mask myself for E4. Looking forward to Wassail. Yep. That's cool. So when are you going to start your mass murder spree? And you're thinking hatchet or machete? Don't know. Haven't decided. Does your brother-in-law like you? I loved that roleplay with Nick. It was so good. It was so much fun. It was so good. But
You should say your mask's safer now than anyone who was looking away.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for looking away, but it's all off now. Everything is off. But yeah, so I think I'm going to have to cut it because I've just realised it's 8:30 and I've got an early start in the morning and I want to go and spend some time with the future wife. So I'm enjoying spending less time on the computer and more time with her. He has done an amazing job. It does explain the nipples, Scott. So, but yeah, lots of good stuff going on, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at E4. So it's going to be really cool. Everyone's t-shirts they've all been packed. They've got names on them in a bag and everything as well. So that's all good. So yeah, so that's all going to be coming. So come find me at E4 if you've got one of those. So yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for coming to watch this. This is all over the shop, and I loved every second of it.
Tangent stream, eh?
I love this. So yeah, not streamed for a week while I was getting used to work and everything, and yeah, it's standard. Cheers, Andy, mate. I'm pretty sure I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah, and loved it. Love being back. Love doing this. Need to do more to help people. So makeover, pouches. Ooh, tent. Tent. Big thing. Talking to Matt P. If we raise enough money for a tent that we can donate to PD, the first time he rents it out, it will be to a brand new player for free, and they will have it. So that'll be sort of to go along with it. And obviously with the tent as well, we know it's all going to stay within PD. It's going to help everyone out, and it's all a good course.
Yeah, because those rental tents go out really fast, so the more they can have, the better.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it'll all be wonderful to help people as it all goes on. So yeah, but
well, thank you for having me. It's been lovely to talk to people. Sorry about the technical difficulties midstream there.
That's all right. Are we raiding? Should we raid? Do we raid someone?
Why not?
I don't know who that person is. I can't remember. Part-time Tarkov player loses quest items. I'm always raiding the Mini Arcana Dawn. There's the Benji D. I don't know who that is. Everyone's so lovely. Well, thank you for coming, Blondie. It's been wonderful to have you here. I hope if you need any help with anything, and that, so Thiramar plays in Bertrand, that place that I can't pronounce. Bertrand Chol. It's Debbie now. Excellent. Well, thank you, Debbie, for doing that. So it's been a great stream, guys. Hope your job's going on. Yeah, the job's tiring. It's new, so I've got a lot to take in. Thanks to the stream and all that. Yeah, see everybody at E4. I'm not going to raid because tired and all of that. Oh, fuck it. Why not? Why the hell not? Right, let's go and do the thing. Right, because it was asked for. I'm probably getting it wrong, but go be wonderful and wholesome. Much love to you all, and I'll see you all soon.
See you later.